we've got these sorted by popularity. Let's see what we're getting here. How to become a Sigma male, 2.5 million. Okay, here's one with 7.7. So signs you might be a Sigma male. So we'll see what we get here from this fellow.
Signs that you might be a Sigma male. They are known as the rarest males on Earth, which makes them irresistible to women. We used to think that there was only...
Okay, so that's one of the talking points that I've heard too as well, is that they are the rarest form of man on Earth, which makes them irresistible to women. And I'm not buying it, because while it's clear that they exist, women like competent men that have influence, right? Like, one of the things that women like are socially influential guys. And if you're a hermit, you can't demonstrate that. So I don't buy Captain Yellow Glasses here with the story that they're rare and the most attractive to women. So let's keep going and see what else he says. Let's back it up a tiny bit.
Which makes them irresistible to women. We used to think that there was only alpha and beta, where alphas are at the top and then betas are at the bottom. But sigmas are almost like a cheat code. They are at top with the alphas, but they are outside of the hierarchy. One of the biggest signs that you're a Sigma is that you love being alone, but you still value others. Sigmas are never more comfortable than when they are alone. They might be viewed as introverted, and you also value people close to you, but it might be difficult to establish relationships. Another sign you're a Sigma is if you treat everybody the same. Sigmas reject the idea that you need to treat one person one way and other people another way.
Okay, I don't know where this kid came up with that, because that wasn't in the article that I just read from the psychologist. So that doesn't make a lot of sense. But anyway, that's TikTok for you, right? That's bro science right there.
And this could make others dislike you. The last sign is that Sigmas are silent. They don't really talk about the little things in their lives, which makes women naturally find you mysterious and attractive. Here are some signs that
look, I mean, mystery is definitely attractive. There's no question about that. So they keep using Christian Bale here as the original Sigma male. Like, what is this all about? How to become a Sigma? Okay, there's no talking, so I'm just going to mute the sound so I don't have any issue with YouTube. Just a dude walking around as Christian Bale. Now, this is Peaky Blinders over here. I don't know if you guys have seen the series. Really, really good. He's definitely not a Sigma, because he has his, I mean, he's basically the leader of a gang. So why would they use the imagery here to define what is Sigma? Like it's weird. Like, they suck in these notions and ideas that don't make a lot of sense with the avatar itself. Joker, definitely an outcast for sure. And now the thing's freezing up and not playing, of course. Anyway, let's come back to that in a second. Yeah, a lot of, so apparently this like lip movement here is Sigma male stuff. What else we got here? Personality traits. I don't know. So I asked on Twitter, define a known Sigma male. Where's the post I did here? Let me grab it here. So who's an iconic Sigma male that I would know? So here we got. Tune in to learn exactly what a Sigma male is. MGTOW, actually high value, being sent his own, who are actually high value versus, yeah, okay. I would agree with that. So this guy Lee basically is saying a Sigma is a guy who's basically going his own way, but he's chosen that path instead of being sent his own way. Sent are the guys that want to get something out of society, women, more specifically. When you've actually chosen a path of more, like a little bit more solitude, I guess, then I would definitely, connect with that based on what I've come across. Bruce Wayne is a Sigma male. Is he though? Because he definitely had a network. Even though he worked alone, he still had a network, right? He had his butler. He, definitely collaborated with quite a few people. I mean, if you're going to use that comic book character and even the movies. So I don't know. Matthew McConaughey. Is he though? Or is he just an alpha that's, quiet and, like he's got a good network, right? So somebody put, I'm going to put these up on the screen so you can see some of these. Share screen. This guy over here is a Sigma male. No, just kidding. Obviously, Me in Due Time, John Wick. Yeah, okay. So John Wick, probably yes. Although, if you've watched the films, he's of course got a network of people that he relies on. So not entirely completely independent, but definitely not, like the Power Ranger gang. If you know what I'm saying. Paul Newman. I'm a little too. Some people look at me and go, "Oh, you're old, Rich." I'm actually a little bit too young to remember very many of Paul Newman's movies, but from what I remember, he was a good actor. Now, we got John Wick up here, but then we got Keanu Reeves down over here. So we're talking about the person, the actor. And I happen to like Keanu Reeves. He has a very nice motorcycle company, hand-built bikes. What are they called? Somebody will put it in the chat, but I was watching a build show once on YouTube where they kind of like dove into this workshop. He's got a very good network. He's very well connected. He's a nice guy, and he definitely gets stuff done. Great actor too. He's acting a lot of different stuff, but I wouldn't call him a Sigma because he's got a great network, right? Like, it's clear that these guys are not lone wolves going their own way. Satoshi Nakamoto. Okay, you might have me. I think you might be right. Who knows? It could be a group of people. We still don't know. Bruce Willis, Brad Pitt, I don't know. This guy, yeah, we'll give it to Ryan, sure. Nobody knows any of them because they're lone wolves. They don't talk or deal with anyone. They're on their own path. Well, by that case, our friend Ryan, collaborates with quite a few people, so maybe he's not. What kind of roles? Okay. Batman, Ernest Hemingway, Steve McQueen, Will Chamberlain, Mushaki, Steve McQueen, Steven Seager, Cobra Tate. Definitely not Andrew Tate. He's like, if you know anything about Andrew, he's got a lot of friends, right? He's got a network. Like I've got my community, Andrew's got his community, he calls his the war room, whatever. So, if you've got a tribe, if you've got a gang that you roll with, sort of thing, then that would disqualify you from that definition. They don't exist. See, that's the common notion that does get pushed around, quite a bit. It's just a made up term for alphas without friends, is what I've heard. Henry Cavill, yeah, perhaps Sean Connery. Didn't know him well enough outside of the films, but I saw a few interviews with Sean Connery. I don't know. Genghis Khan. Sorry, is that Genghis or Genesis Khan? Muhammad, Julius Caesar, Hannibal, Teddy Roosevelt, Alexander the Great. How would you know if Alexander the Great was a Sigma? No, he rolled with a big ass army, so he had a tribe, he had a gang. So no, definitely not. John F. Kennedy, President of the United States. No. He had an entire cabinet of people that were rolling with him. David Goggins, maybe. He's like, one of the things I learned about Goggins is that he doesn't really like to do podcasts. He doesn't like to do interviews. He's very, very selective about putting himself out there. So perhaps yes, but he does have a powerful network of friends. I mean, he's friends with guys like Joe Rogan, right? Mel Gibson, Keanu Reeves, Bill Maher. Do you realize alpha male is debunked in Wolf World? Male and female co-dominate pack. This guy's not too bright. He's probably one of those people that watch that. Who's that fat guy? He's a comedian. He tried to debunk the alpha male. Terrence Mannon, Don Draper, James Bond. But no. I mean, he operated by himself, but he had he had Q, he had the entire tribe that would build all of his cool gadgets and shit. He, in most of the films, would collaborate with at least a few other people. Very rarely operating always by himself, but close. Yeah, for sure. Data not found. Will Smith, definitely. Will Smith's just a beta. He's just a nerd. He's just not there. I don't know if his career is ever going to come back after that slap. Jordan Peterson, if Sigma and Alpha qualities were met in the middle. Look, whenever I talk about Jordan Peterson or I hear that name, it's like, because he does a lot of good, and he's definitely not. Does he? Okay, so let's do this. Does he operate independently? No. He's always collaborating with people, doing podcasts. He signed up for the Daily Wire. I don't know what they paid him, but if it's close to Steven Crowder's deal, quite a bit of money probably. He's well off. I wouldn't call him a Sigma. Would I call him an alpha male? Some guys clearly might. Not by my standards. I mean, I don't know. You guys tell me what you think in the chat. I like the guy. Look, I like the guy. It's just some of the stuff that he's said and done. Just it's like, like I did a not a 3-part series, but there was a 3-part series that was on Daily Wire Plus. I'm subscribed to that. I went there to go watch it, and I did a breakdown on an Unplugged Alpha podcast series. And his advice on marriage, horrible. You can go watch that. Just it's about a month back. Just go for a search on the Unplugged Alpha and then Jordan Peterson plus marriage, and you'll find it. Personally, I group them into sigmas, alphas, sigma betas. Cliff High. He'll know what you're looking for. Who's this guy? Never heard of him. Bryant, this guy is a total nerd. I would not give him any credit at all. Elon Musk, absolutely not. Why? How could Elon Musk be a Sigma male? He started by building. I mean, his breakout was PayPal, which he did with like the Silicon Valley crowd. Obviously, every single business he's run has not been a company of one. It's been large companies with lots of people. You look at SpaceX. How many fucking people are employed there? Engineers, rocket scientists, blah blah blah. Tesla, solar panels, boring company, digging giant holes. Massive holes in the earth. Pretty much every company he's run is not a company of one, not a Sigma male whatsoever. No, leader of a large gang, huge tribe. And the people that follow him outside of that are customers. Like, if there's one thing that you'll notice about like people that buy Musk's products, which is mostly Tesla, is they are rabid fans of the product. Like, they absolutely love it. Right. So he's built that part of his network too. Sigma male sounds like a cope, but I would say Daniel Day-Lewis. Yeah, okay. Sigma males are a poor man's alpha. That's interesting. They don't really exist, but act as a cope addition to the social sexual hierarchy. Bobby Fischer. Introvert. Yeah, that's what we kind of arrived at earlier, is that it's an introverted alpha to some degree. Jack Donovan. Nope. I know Jack. He's got a tribe of men. He's got his own gang. So I don't think he would call himself a Sigma. I really hope you guys enjoyed that clip. If you want to watch the full-length podcast, you can find that over here, that clip's from. If you're newer to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe over here, and pin down below in the top comment, you'll find a bunch of useful links to my website, my supplement line, books, and a bunch of other stuff. Have an amazing day. Peace out.